Hello and welcome to Linux with Becca. Today we're going to be using VirtualBox made by Oracle, and we're going to run Ubuntu Linux within it. So you're going to start off by double clicking on the Linux icon. It will say powered off. You'll then be welcomed by the Linux operating system. We're going to start off by opening the terminal, so you use the commands Control Alt and T. Alt and T. Open the terminal. Once you've done this, we can use the command ls. This basically shows you where you are in the hierarchy, what's around you, what you can move or navigate into. To navigate, we use the command cd. So we're just going to go into the downloads folder just to show you. If you want to go back out of the directory you're in, you just use cd space hyphen. And as you can see, you're moved back into the home directory. If you're not sure where you are currently, you can use the command pwd. This will print the working directory. So for example, if you're within the music folder and then you ask it to print the directory, you'll be shown how exactly you get to the file or the folder music, which helps when you're creating hierarchies and directories. System preferences are also a huge thing in Ubuntu, so I'm going to demonstrate that for you. If you use df display file system, you're given what's used, what's available, the use percentage. If you'd like it in a more organized format, you can also say df minus h or hyphen h. If you compare the two here, you can see that there is size inputted on the second. You can use the command du. This prints the directory usage, displays the size of a directory and everything inside of it, all its subdirectories. Again, you can use the du-h here, and it'll do the same thing. See, the k's in here. If you want to check how much storage you have left on your system, you can simply write free. This is slightly different when you want to see it in measurements. You just use the M. And then we have a great command, uname A. This provides lots of information about the system that you're operating. So you can see here that it's Linux, what one it is, when it was created. Another strong command I enjoy using is top. This displays the processes using the most system requirements at a given time. So this is great to see what on your system actually uses so much memory, or why is it going so slow. If you want to get out of this, you just press Q and you're brought back to the normal terminal. Of course, you're going to want to create folders and directories. So we're just going to move this down here for a sec. To create files within Linux, we use the command mkdir. If you don't know where you want to print or create the folder, you're going to need to see, so home Becca. But this folder, Becca's folder, that's clearly on my desktop. So if we just go onto our desktop and then check, so that's where we are. So this is where you'd want to make the folder if you wanted to make it within the desktop. So you're going to start with the command to create it. Then you're going to give it the directory in which you want to make it at. So home Becca desktop. We figured this out. And then you give it the name of what you want the folder to be called. So I'm going to call this one example1. And then you just hit enter. So as you can see, the folder appeared in the top left corner. If you'd like to make it within a different folder, so if we now want to be in example1, and the printing the work directory. So this is what you'd want if you wanted to put it in the desktop within example 1 folder. If you don't want to have to rewrite all of this again, you can simply press the up key and it'll show you the ones you've already used. You simply change the directory, so just add another layer here by using this. And then just rename a new file, whatever you'd like, and enter again. So now when you go into example 1, you're welcomed with example 2. Now, we're going to finish off with a great command that's useful if you've forgotten any of the commands that you've learned. So we're going to open the terminal, Control-Alt-T, and then we're going to write history. So it doesn't matter if your terminal's been shut down, if there's nothing here at the moment. When you select history, it'll show you everything that you've used. So this is great if you've forgotten anything. You can also fly up and down through them using the up and down keys, the arrow keys on the keyboard. So we're going to finish on that today. That's the basic usage of Linux, Ubuntu within a virtual computer. If you still haven't found out how to download or how to run the operating system, head over to the blog and it should be in one of the posts towards the start. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.